This is ENYELAH Tea reading. There's only alignment by 2. The third doesn't just need a turn, it needs a flip and a few different turns to get correct. One single flame. It's cold outside. It's really cold outside. It's different inside now. In ENYELAH system, it's very different now. Allowing your truth to come through is really, really important. I missed pulling that one out, I guess. It came out in its timing. Allowing continuous truth to come through allows you to truly see what is what you don't want. You want continuous communication from the depths, no matter how difficult it is. You can deal with it. There's a lot of things coming to the surface right now because the truth has been realized and released. And this is a difficult day for some people. Ooh. Okay. Okay, so this ENYELAH reading, I feel like I don't even need any of this to tell you what this is, but it's basically, I can tell you the entirety of this message has to do with cleaning up things by yourself that other people have placed in your life and changing your world how you want it instead of how whatever was there, and just seeing yourself for who you truly are, not what others have projected on you. So that's the short version. Let me go into the cards. The first of fire here. You being your own light to the world, I'm getting to yourself, and allowing your own heat to be your own heat, your own fire to be your own fire. It's showing up into the physical world from beneath. It's beautiful. This is you stepping in between everything and just carving out a place for yourself. When you're by your own, being really intentional with seeing what other people's stuff is and allowing them to be them and allowing you to be you. And you look very different than other people, and you're just getting to be really, really good with that. I'm really getting that there's a mask behind this mental there's a bit of this mental, it's a death energy, and it's being masked by something that's really sweet, is what I'm getting. And it's using all of its emotional power to get into your recesses and really make you really pokey. There's a working together of this death energy of the princess and the death energy coming from this knight. So they're not valuable insights. They're not valuable voices, but they're both the air, which is the words that you speak or the things that you hear in your mind. And it's like this is this continual at you, and I'm getting that it's this working in your silence moments. That these voices are there to share with you how much they hate everything about you. And they wish that you weren't as wonderful as you are. And they're going away now. Because you've chosen ENYELAH. You've chosen the ENYELAH system, which makes you, create for you, by you, because of you, only in your pure spirit. That's when those go away. Because they're actually someone else's voice who actually is that way with you. And they actually want everything in your life to be in their terms. So now that you've committed to an ENYELAH system, look how that it does, everything always comes naturally to me. So now working with people, instead of working on the ways that you've used to work, you're working by yourself. With all of the different parts of yourself. You understand how things grow, how fast they are, what they're about. And this whole understanding of being in this energy of love intertwined, being a part of the chain, is now inside of yourself alone. There's two aspects here. It's like it's always been connected inside of you, and it's always been you. You just allowed somebody else's projections to take over that place. Now, when it is somebody else, like, you look for that in someone else, because it's like you don't access it most of the time in your life. So if you're the man, like, you're looking for that woman, and so then she mirrors things back to you. But at the end of the day, what you truly think about woman, you're going to project onto her. Is really just, you have the seats and the characters already made inside of you. And so when you meet somebody, you just project that onto them. So when you truly meet someone, you're just seeing another part of yourself actually being unlocked in someone else. Because the true lovers, you've already created what you want with inside of yourself. You're just projecting on someone else, and when it doesn't stick and when it doesn't fit, that's when you just go. Like, that's when you just... And that's how I've always been. Like, I know that there's this duality within inside of me that I've created. And when I see it in someone else, I'm like, okay, well, this person could possibly be that. And so you have a conversation or a connection, and when they're like not about it, you just leave, right? But, you know, in this lifetime, some people are super defensive, and instead of allowing things to happen, they would just rather not. And so that's why, for me, I've always just been a person that's like, hey, if you don't want to, you don't want to, I'm gone. But I think that there's a place within inside of you that you truly have this wonderful understanding of yourself now, and you don't need anyone else to project on that. You're just going to stick with what you know you want, and you're going to find it. And if you don't find it ever, then you're just going to be able to enjoy it within inside of yourself. This is more of that duality, of that aspect of things, which is really, you know, you and the other person, and how different you both are, but yet you have this mirroring towards each other. And I think there's this essence that's really coming through on this, that you're both of these things. You're your inner self and you're your outer self. The outer self being the human, seeing with your eyes outside, looking for what's inside outside. That's really what it is. You're just looking for yourself. You're just looking for yourself outside in all the places. And being okay with the fact that other people just don't match up to that. And it's okay. You just let them go. And allowing other people to just go and do what they want to do, and you just got to do you. There's this is normally a card that is connected to communication and movement, but here I'm seeing again we have alignment in the oddest places. I'm getting that this is alignment in the oddest places. Like, where on earth do you see a string of lanterns coming from a tree? It is just a very... You don't even see the rest of the tree. You just see this little bit of branch, and there's no scene with it. It's just the lanterns itself. So I'm seeing that there's is like a hop, skip, and a jump. Like, it's just do. Like, the things that are going on inside of you are just... It's all relaying perfectly. It's coming through because you've got this aspect of yourself inside of yourself, that you're creating all the wonderful things for yourself. The deeper parts of yourself that you've connected with others and allowed them to project on you, you're just breaking those things down, and you're looking at them and saying, okay, where can I be better at this? And I'll get rid of that mentality. Boom, get rid of it. And then, you know, relaying this online and relaying this into other aspects of your life. So if it's deep down, then relaying it into your mind. Shattering, I'm getting. That didn't need to shatter because that's not happening in my life, but I'm getting there's shattering of things going on, and then things being rebuilt and put back in, the correct things put into place. Then, yeah, this is the Princess of Cups in the dark, and her seeing herself in the depths, and how she's truly understood the surface of herself much more. Is a deeper, darker part of yourself, and understanding how things are not linear. This is, wow, this is really a part of this. This is how things are not linear, but they're very much just continuously moving through, and how things are, you know, moving through. And so there's this element of seeing how things show up on the surface and what that looks like, and then knowing what are the right things to, you know, use these power balls on to get, you know, like, okay, no, we're getting rid of that stuff, and like we're using these to clean out this pipe, and then we're using those things to pick out the things we don't need, or, you know, we're gonna dig a new place and put a new seed in, right? And then the King of Pentacles, this has always been inside of you. It has been a part of you, and it's exactly who you're meant to be. You're meant to be this wealthy person. You're meant to be this one that can see all of what is meant to be seen in all of the different dimensions, just naturally as it is. There needs to be no relation to it, but there needs to be a governance of but a maintenance of it. You need to be soft enough to understand how to care for the soft areas of your life, for the things that are really deep down inside of, I'm getting like root chakra stuff, where you're really sexually sensitive. How do you maintain those types of energies without anything other than the proper structure, the proper mentality, the proper, you know, belief system within inside of you to really maintain your own vision and your own sight for yourself? This manifests into your world 100%. So yeah, your root chakra and all of what you have in your spiritual root coming into the world, and just seeing how it manifests in every one of the parts of you. So, you know, each of us have our placements in the astrology, you know, when we're born spiritually and when we're born physically. So you have to understand which one is more important to you, right? It's really important for you to understand what is more connected to all the things, and what is the most important filter for you to assess things by. Then for you to see and understand yourself, there's a lot of vibrations happening, and there's so much mastery that has gone on for you to create all of these frequencies and create this oneness and this darkness within inside of yourself. I'm getting there's a lot of ripples going on in all the things, and you've just got this structure that's holding everything in its beautiful array, and it's creating all the things around you. So the more that you continue to like vibrate out, it's just creating more and more solidification that's just how everything is. Yeah, it's beautiful. And then the root nanny is really going through and assisting your formation of the different vibrations. And it looks like now you've changed where you're getting your tuning fork from. It's like yourself. You now know how to allow yourself to be the one that bangs your drum, so to say, that you know, gets yourself going, that gets yourself excited for life, that tunes all of the things, and it says, okay, I want to do this one and this one and this one, and you create this beautiful symphony, where before, when you had somebody else, it was like they were tuning it to the things that don't resonate with you, things that are like, well, that's not me, that's not who I am. And so they're pushing or banging all of the things that were there that are just like, that's not who I am, you know. But they're like, but it's there, and then you look, and then because you look, it's there, and then there's that projection. So it's like the root nanny is going in and is like, okay, we're gonna start tuning to what we've created and what we truly are. letting go of all that other stuff that others has put there. And so there's this sense of actually tuned to who you are in your full essence, and banging those correct frequencies so that you can truly connect and harmonize with people in the universe that are of those same things. And because these are upside down, I'm getting that it's like you turned the world upside down on the things that were tempting you. You're just like, no, like that's it. We're done with this. And then the Queen of Fire, you know, there's this sense of, okay, let's burn down whatever we have to burn down. Like, let's make this place right again. There's a lot of different, look at all the different things that are going on. She's like, let's just burn some stuff. She's perfectly formed, and she's like, let's do this, burn. Everything that is not me, burn it. Like, I'm made of metal, so let's just light a fire and everything else will fall off. And then I'll be remaining. And I'm like, okay. Okay, I'm doing what I gotta do, you know? So, yeah, that's exactly that reading. And this is just sitting here watching. That's what this is. This is the princess of flowers. She's just watching this whole thing, and she's just holding her stuff like. And now I have greater insight onto what it looks like to be a Queen of Pentacles, because I need to be the Queen of Pentacles. I'm getting that I'm over the war. I'm over the everything. I now am creating for myself, by myself, because of myself, for the reasonment of myself, so that all can be mastered. As I open it up to the Queen of Mastery, the Queen of Gems. That is the reading for, okay, there's something that is trying to come through, and it's like, no, we have a framework of how we do things. We're good. We did our reading. Beautiful. Thank you. To find me, ENYELAH.com. That's where you can commit to me and become your own version of ENYELAH system within your own pure spirit. That allows you to take up all of the stuff that I've built and that I understand and know how to live life, and you dedicate yourself to that, so that you're actually building a life for yourself, by yourself, because of yourself. And there is no voices trying to tell you this is not anything. You know who you are. You can recognize yourself from the other people, from the other things, especially if you're an influencer of any type out there. You are a person of wealth of any type. You want to be doing everything for yourself. You want your business to be there for yourself. You want to be creating for yourself, and creating that, not just a name for yourself, but your own frequency as something that is powerfully in charge of life. So that is, that's it. My name is ENYELAH Browning Taylor, and I am grateful to be here and share this with you.